All right. Cats, are you going to behave? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So you will want to have a blanket, or if you don't have a blanket, a towel, because a towel holds, doesn't compress like a polyester blanket will, and a strap. If you don't have a strap, then you have a scarf, a tea towel, and anything you need. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Jen and Linda. Hello, hello. Yesterday, YouTube seized up in the midst of class. When it does that, hop onto Facebook, and if you can't, then remember that you have hundreds of videos that you can turn to. There's always the day before. So if YouTube freezes up, go to the day before and kind of pick up at the spot where we were. And otherwise, know that it is recording, even if it isn't uploading or streaming live, it is recording, and I post that as soon as we finish. I have no control over that disruption, but you and I have a lot of different ways to reconnect. So you can hop onto Facebook, you can replay it later, or you can do the day before and just slide it up into the moment that we had stopped. It's very likely that I'll be saying just the same thing. So for this, if you're just now joining, a strap, a blanket, blocks are a possibility, not required, but good Laurie. Hello, Laura Jacobson. Kelly, good morning, loves. I had such a morning. Imagining the drive into the studio, standing in the studio, feeling the light, feeling the room, feeling the unbelievable reality that is not there for us, that is a moment of the past. Amazing. So I'm so grateful that you are here this morning. Today is a practice for the low body primarily, but as the low body opens, you're going to feel an incredible freedom in the chest. And really what I'm looking for is if you have the slightest, see this little and my shoulders are forward and my weight is settled in the arches of my feet. Have a great ride, my crazy man. Good God. Adam's mantra this morning was Rocket Man. Major Tom. Yeah, right? So he's doing that and I'm doing sa, say, sa, some. It was crazy. So this little right? This is just, I'm reacting to everything that comes around me. We're just starting out. I want you to lift your sternum without trying. I want you to drop your tail without trying. I want the back of your body to gather together. The front of the body opens wide. And now I am free. I am capable. I have something to say, right? We do it over and over again, but this is really about clearing the hips so that the chest can rise. Let's put it together and start out on your back. And I'm going to open my blanket twice. So you have this big, longer rectangle, and then taking your strap, come to lie down and draw your knees into your chest. Just have your strap within reach. You can set your blocks aside. And with your hands on your knees, just a little bit side to side, shake out the feet. Ooh. Right leg long, right hand overhead. Reaching, rolling the right ankle, rolling the right wrist. Press your palm away from the sole of your foot. Reach it out. And then bring your right knee in and hold your shin. Left leg long, left hand overhead. Flex your foot, flex your hand. Draw your right knee in. Shake out your right heel. And then change sides. Left hand, right hand overhead. Inhale, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open left. Exhale, bring it in. We're just going to start right here. Make a little bit of heat. Starting to feel the movement of your joints, starting to feel the movement of your breathing. Let your expression open. Whatever it was that it took to get here, you made it. And you're allowing your body to open, your sensation to open, you're allowing your day to open. Oddly enough, but the way we're moving right now is the way that we're going to participate this afternoon. So let's be time travelers and move into the future. And we move into the future in the way that we set up our state right now. So if I open my body and I open my perspective and I give myself the hint of a smile and I say, good morning, hello, let's enjoy this. We start to change the afternoon. We start to change what's ahead of us. We start to change our future. Legs out, hands out, both. We go. A little bit bigger. If you need to, keep it one at a time. If you can, you go both. And now instead of hands overhead, we'll take hands out wide. So the first 30 minutes, we will warm and ground. The second 30 minutes, we'll build it up a little bit. And the last 30 minutes is going to turn into a little bit of a kriya. And it will rinse and put all of this together and just flush it out. And again, if we set our state potently now, we change the rest of the day. So that's our goal. Find clarity. This sequence I've been playing with all week, and it really makes such a difference. As I walk around, as I cook, as I talk, I can feel it. I can feel the space I've made. Go 3 and go 2. Good. And go 1. Feet flat, hands wide. Pause, feel the abdomen, the navel, the momentum of the breath. And if that's all we did, it would be significant. We're going to go in the nose and out the mouth with a sigh. Now we're going to make that sigh into a ma, a long M, a long A. In the nose. Ma. A whisper at the end. 2 more. Inhale. Wag your tail. 1 more. Go in. Hands on shins. On your exhale, bring it closer. On your inhale, press your shins into your hands, straightening your arms, lift your heels so slightly. Exhale, rinse. Inhaling, lift the heels. Exhale, pull it in. So you're pressing your shins into your hands, you're opening the back of your neck, and you're bringing it in. Ma, that syllable is how we will close instead of our ohms today. Ma is the sound, the syllable of rebirth, of healing, of return, of restoration, reclamation. Good. Now draw your right knee and press the left knee away. Good. And then press your right knee away and your left knee in and turn left. And then press the left knee away, pull the right knee in and turn right. A little further into the knees, into the shins, turning left, pressing right. So that you're starting to use the legs to open all the way up the arm, all the way up the back of the neck, all the way behind the ear. One more each side. If you've ever had a big headache or a big argument and you need one thing to do this and rinse it all the way out. Good. Knees in, shake the feet. Put your feet flat, get your strap. And we'll put the strap right over the arch of your right foot. Right over the arch of your right foot. So it's in the middle of the foot. And you hold as high up on the strap as you can with your arms nice and straight. Bending your elbows, draw your right knee down towards your armpit. Pull with your hands. Pull, and rinse the hip. Now press hard with your foot as you pull back against your arm and press your right thigh away. So if you need to adjust the hold, when your right leg is straight, your arms are straight, exhale, bend. And we're going to really work, push the foot into the strap, and then pull the right knee down. It's very, very strong, very sort of fierce action. And we're beginning to widen the elbows apart and press the hips away from the head and pull a little quicker. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. These are big muscles. These are big joints. We get it going. Get it a little deeper. One more. Press. And then keep the right leg nice and straight. Keep the arms nice and straight. It is a strong connection. Let your left leg go long and rise. And down and rise. And down and rise. Flex both feet. So pressing your right thigh away from your right shoulder. Pressing your right hip away from your right shoulder. There we go. So the right side is so steady and the left side moves more and more easily. 3. Good. 2. Get your spine long into the floor and pause. Good. Left leg goes long. Both straps into your right hand. Left hand wide and start to take your right leg open. Press into both heels. Maybe it won't go very far. It's very early in the practice. So finding out where does my right heel want to go? Strong through the left hand, strong through the left heel. If it's too much, I want you to bend your knee and hold your inner knee and stay 3. Good. Stay 2. Just bring it all the way up. Take the strap off. Put your right foot on your left thigh. Hands wide. Drop your right knee across and back up. This is inhale. Exhale, knee across. Inhale up. Exhale, knee across. We go 5. And just float up. Feel all the connective tissue has an elasticity. So you're just going to stretch that twist and let it rise back up. And 2. And 1. Good. And put your right foot flat. Put your left foot flat. Find center. Tap your toes. Tap your heels. Wag your tail. Tap your hips. Good. Shake it out. So the strap goes over the sole of your left foot now. Strap goes long. Hands on either side. Arms are straight. Right foot is flat. When you start out, your left leg might not be straight yet. So give it some time. You're nice and strong in the arms. Bend your elbows wide. Pull that left knee down. That's your breath out. Press the left leg up. That's the breath in. We go, exhale, pull down like you were flossing the hamstring. Pull down. And then press up. Exhale, down. Use the strength of your arms. Use the tension of your week. Use the frustration of things you ran into. And rinse that right out of your joints. A little quicker, we're going to go. Exhale down. Inhale up. And down. And up. That syllable of ma in your mind. One more, we go. And long. So pressing your left hip away from your left shoulder, firm your left leg, right leg out long. Bring it up. And bring it down. And inhale up and exhale down. Firm your arms, firm your shoulders broad on the floor. Lengthen your spine, spread your toes so that the left side is this stable, reaching, lengthening aspect, and the right leg is free to move. In, up, out, down. In, up, out, down. We go 3. Yes. We go 2. Yes. We go 1. Good. Right leg long. To modify, right knee would be bent. Okay? Both straps in your left hand and your right hand out wide. Modify with your right foot flat or put your right leg long and take your left leg wide and wide and wide. And reaching the back edge of your right thigh away from your left ribs, right? So right thigh into the floor, left thigh away. Flex your feet, draw your toes back, open and broaden through the center line of your body. Keep the legs strong, keep the arms strong if you need to. You're going to bend your left knee and hold your left inner knee. Firm your right leg so that you can feel across from hip to hip. That space in the pelvis is widening. And bring it into the middle so that you can put your left foot on your right thigh, hands wide, palms down, and drop your left knee across to the right and inhale up. And exhale, fall. And inhale up. Exhale, revolve. Now use the movement of your knee to rinse your breath out of your body, and in your mind that ma, 3-part long M, long A, whisper A to finish. That we could remove that which is an obstacle to our vitality. That we could remove that which is an obstacle to our light. Go 3. Good. Go 2. Good. Go 1. To the center. Bend your knees, tap your toes, tap your heels. Palms together. Modification, knees are bent. Full posture, legs are straight. So rolling up, we sit, right? Roll back if you need to, knees bend. Roll up, all the way. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll up. Just this way, same body. As you roll up, take your right hand behind you and back down. Left hand up and over and back down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So we'll reverse the breath. We're going to exhale as we revolve and bring your navel to your spine. Exhale to turn. Inhale, open. Exhale, 3. Good. So just making this turn through the navel, 2. Good. And 1. And all the way down to the floor. Feel the space in your navel. A little more space in the ribs and in the breath. Elbows down, heels down. Press your heels down to lift your hips. Press your elbows down to lift your heart. Tap the toes so the weight's in the heels, thighs falling in. And just roll down through your spine. We'll do that 3 times. So heels down, lift the hips. Elbows down, lift the heart. Stay 3. Tap the toes. Stay 2. Roll through your spine. 1 more. Heels down, hips up. Elbows down, lift your heart. Tuck your shoulders underneath you. Take your hands overhead. And then just elbows to the floor, heart up. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, elbows to the floor, opening the navel. Heels down, elbows down. The low back is at ease. And then all the way down, elbows, heart, hips last. Hands on thighs, press away. Close your eyes and feel the space inside. Let your legs go long, let your feet shake out side to side, your knees up and down. Your feet side to side, your knees up and down, a wag of the tail. Just feeling The space from your navel to your knees enlivened, changed. We're building this space. Knees to your chest, roll up, roll over. Fold your blanket in half. And find your first dog. Find your first dog. Feel the space you've made under the chest. Walk your feet to your hands, sit yourself down. My mistake. We'll build it back. Here's our bridge. Lift your hips, put your palms under your seat. Forgive me here. Come up onto your elbows, elbows in, heart up. I just don't want to miss it. And build this first little fish. So all the space you've made through the hips, let it rock a little forward and a little back. All the space you've made, a little forward, a little back, and you're lifting the heart, and the elbows are down. The palms are face down under your hips, little rock forward, little rock back, chest is broad, heart is high, walk your legs out. Shake out the feet, shake out the knees, heart up. Shake out the feet, shake out the knees, heart up. Flex point your feet. Stay 3. Lengthen, sit down into the seat, broaden the collarbones. Tuck your chin. Sit yourself up. Free your hands. Cross your legs. Step back, downward facing dog. That one last piece. Feel what it does for our dog. This is the dog I was looking for. Here we go. That's better. That's better. Right foot steps up to your right thumb. Left knee down to the floor. Good. Add your blocks. So you have a little space. And the blocks go on their sides and they go wide. And again, fitting your right knee into your right armpit as you can. Draw the left knee back an inch and open the hips. And hands are wide on the blocks. And feel that fish posture where we sat on our hands and our heart was high just a moment ago. Can you find that sensation of fish right here? So your right knee is taking your shoulders forward. Your back toes are drawing your hips back. The spine is long and tall. Good. Hands to the floor. Step back, down dog. Put your left heel. Good. Hands to the floor. Step back, down dog. Put your left heel down and your right heel high. Bend your right knee and straighten it out. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. 3. And float it up. Press down and away. Float forward, knee to shoulder. Ha! Down and away. Good. Right knee to right shoulder. And put your right foot to the floor. Ha! A little more space, a little more space. Hands on blocks. Get a little bit taller. Keep your left hand on the block. Take your right hand high. Turn your right palm to the front and lift your back knee. Strong through the back leg, rock forward, rock back. Find the ball of your back foot. Press the left hand down to really turn the chest towards your thigh. And sweep your right hand overhead. And then sweep your right hand back and look down. Sweep your right hand over and look up. And exhale, lunging, knee forward. Inhale, up, over. Turn the heart. One more. Hand back, look down, full lunge. And hands down. Set the blocks aside, step back, find your dog. And again, float your right heel high. This time just bending your right knee, right hip opens. Ha, it's soft, it's soft. Rolling that right hip open, the right ribs, the right hand, the right thumb is heavy. So the chest is square even as the hip opens. Good. Right foot flat. And the left heel is high. Just pause for a moment and press your right thigh back. Open your armpits. Open the elbows. Lengthen the body. Feel the change from your right heel to your right toes. And step your left foot up between your hands. Hands on blocks. Widen those blocks. Right knee down. Fitting your left knee into your left armpit Walk your right knee back so that the line between back knee and front knee is longer. And now find that fish pose and draw your heart forward. Right up out of the hips. Close your eyes, breathing in, breathing out. Your left heel is drawing your hips forward. Your right hip is drawing towards the left heel. You're coming up and out of the chest, up and out of the right hip. Good, hands down. So we're building it a piece at a time. Left heel high. Bend and straighten the left knee. Explore. And as you bend and straighten the left leg, see if you can feel your way into the left hand. Can you locate yourself? Feeling both hands, feeling both feet, feeling how different left side, right side is. Bring your left knee to your left outer shoulder and inhale up. And exhale, we go. And inhale up. And exhale the shoulder. And inhale up. And you'll step your left foot up between your hands. Right knee down, hands on blocks. On the edge of your blocks. That's where I need to be today. Left hand comes up and your palm faces forward, faces the front of your mat. And give it a moment to adjust. Reaching into your left fingertips, lift your right knee off the floor. Little forward, a little back, open your foot. To open your right knee, to open your right hip, to press your right hand down, to spin your left navel all the way over, left hand overhead. And then left hand reaches back, look down. Inhale, up over. You're opening all the way from your left shoulder to your left hip to your right heel. Revolve, look down, reach back, stay 3, stay 2. And the left hand comes down, step back, downward facing dog. Bring your left heel high. Bend your left knee. Let that left hip open, but bring the weight into the base of your thumbs. And broaden your collarbones, drop your head, float your left knee. Lightly straighten, bend, but keep rolling that left hip open, hip open, hip open. And 2 feet down. Find your dog and pedal it out. And pedal it out. And we'll move it out. A little bit of sun salute. Here we go. Walk your feet up to your hands. Good. Lengthen the legs, knees soft, hands wide. Spin your thumbs up, your heart up. You stand up tall. Palms together down the middle. Sweep, inhale up. And sit down. And fold down. And lift halfway. Left foot steps back, left knee down, 2 hands up. Feel what you've made, the space you have, the clarity. 2 hands down, exhale, in dog. Good, left foot steps up, right knee down, 2 hands up, flowing, following the breath, just moving it through, hands down, right foot steps up. Sit down, hands wide, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Palms together, down the middle, let it go. Drop into your heels and rise up tall. Sit your seat back, fold down. Lift halfway. Right foot steps back, right knee down, 2 hands up. Follow it. And then 2 hands down. In dog. Right foot forward, left knee down. Hands up. And hands down. Stepping up, halfway lift. Fold all the way in, heels down, hips up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Palms together, gathering in. We're going to go 1 more full round. Follow your breath, your pace. Sit down, fold down, hips up, head down. And the left foot steps back, left knee down. Hands rise. And hands fall. In dog, a little lighter, a little quicker. Left up, right knee down. Rising up, folding down, stepping up, float, and fold. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up, palms together, gather it down the middle and let it go. Rise, heels down, heart up, knees bend, hands wide, just folding, hinge at the hips. Lift halfway. Right foot steps back, right knee down, float up and open. And fold down. Step back. Right foot up, left knee down. Inhale up. And hands down, step out, lift halfway, fold, hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up, palms together, and stand, palms face forward. Interlace your fingers behind you, and draw your knuckles down the back. Lift your toes, coming onto the balls of your feet. Find the outer edges of your feet. And then roll, keeping the outer edge down, roll the base of your big toe down into the floor. And roll your inner thighs back. And feel your legs seem to widen and seem to flatten. And then as you drop your toes, let your feet relax and lengthen. And let your ribs go back towards your arms and your knuckles down in the tuck of your chin. So knuckles down, heels down, ribs back. So steady. So steady. Keep all of it. Draw your upper arms towards each other. Now start to lift your heart, heels down. Lift your heart without collapsing into your low back. Knuckles down, heart comes up. See if you can make that sensation of fish. Chin in, heart up, shoulders back. Little lift, knuckles down, heart up, chest is broad, go 3, go 2, good, upright, heels down, free your hands, palms open, pausing. Float your hands high. And then soften your knees, fold it to the floor. And step back. I'm going to open my blanket one time, so I have a long pad. And then all the way down to the floor. Walk your feet back so that my hips are padded and the base of my ribs are padded. Hands are back and underneath you. Walk your thighs back, tops of your feet flat, elbows back, heart up. Float your feet. Inhale, feet apart, exhale together. Inhale, feet apart, exhale together, find the rhythm. Looking about 2 inches ahead. If your nose was straight down, 2 inches ahead of that. And just find this, exhale. Inhale, open, legs straight. Exhale together, zip it up. Inhale, exhale. As you bring your feet together, draw your navel to your spine. As you bring your feet together, draw your elbows a little further back and down. And as your elbows go back and down, then your shoulder blades. So you're using the strength of your back legs and your low back here to really zip yourself up. Go 2 more. Inhale, open. Firm your legs. Put it together. Put your feet flat. And just roll the cobra. Now, as you roll down, we've done this in Kundalini. It's a crazy little move, but I'd like you to clear the space on either side of you. Clear the space on either side of you. Here's your cobra. As you roll down, put your left arm out and you'll roll to your left side. Let your right knee come off the floor. And you're going to roll back down to the floor and find your cobra. Right arm goes out, roll down, roll to the right, left knee rising, and roll down and find your cobra. And you will move side to side, inhaling in your cobra. And you will begin to feel a release. If you can let yourself be both enormously, beautifully graceful and completely uninhibited, you're rolling off your mat, you're rolling up. You're rolling off your mat, you're rolling up. And the more you can allow your body to roll open, the more release you're going to find. One more each side. I know it's a little unconventional today. It's all right. And then come into the center and just pause, finding this cobra. It's alive. It's not static. It's not stuck. It's not sticky. Good. Roll your belly down, float your feet together, and your hands out long. Put the tops of your feet down and tuck your chin and draw your elbows back. Inhale out. Exhale back. Firm your legs. Inhale out. Exhale back. Inhale out. Exhale back. Drawing your shoulder blades towards your spine. If you choose, float your feet. We go 5. Firm your legs. Tuck your chin, navel to spine. So any tension in the low back here, firm your legs more clearly. Take it out of your back and into your legs. And go 1 more. Good. Hands back, turn your head to one side, wag your tail. So if that's your 30 minutes, let yourself rest here and then find child's pose and rest in child's pose for 2 minutes and then rest on your back, knees bent. And you're going to feel a tremendous change through the back body and through the hips. To go on, we go to locust. So we'll lift the chin and turn your right palm down into the floor. And your right arm stays straight. And you just bring your thigh over. And then you put your left palm down. So the pinky edge of your hands comes under your body. And you walk your upper arms into the floor. And your palms are flat. And your chest is on your arms. Bend your left knee. And press your left knee down to raise your right heel. And put your right thigh on your left foot and press your hands down and lengthen your chest. So we have a tendency to pull the chin in towards the hands, and I'd like you to do the opposite. Press your palm down, lengthen your arms, broaden your chest, and pressing your left knee down, you may float that right foot. Go 3. You're long, you're reaching all the way into the ball of your right foot. Go 2, press your palms down. So all those chaturangas with the lifted foot that we've been doing in Kundalini, we're building this strength right here and set down to change. Wag the tail, right knee bends, right foot flexed. Press your right knee down, lift your opposite leg, left thigh and the right foot, press your palms, chest broad. So find fish in your chest, as though you were lifted from beneath. Palms down, arms straight, press your right knee down, float off that right foot. And reach into the ball of your left leg. You are one strong line. Palms to shoulders, shoulders to chin, chin to left hip, right knee to left toes. Go, go, go. Press. You're strong all the way through the body. And then bringing both down. Free your hands. Cross your forearms. Put your forehead on your forearms. Wag your tail. Good. And that same rocking cobra is going to rinse us out. So palms beside you, a light cobra, wag your tail, be gentle, be wise, be kind. Left arm down, roll to the left, release it. Back to center, roll up. Right arm long, release it. Center, roll up and roll down. And find yours. And as unfamiliar or as unconventional as it may seem, you are finding access to a whole different level of freedom in your spine, in your front and back body. Go 1 more each side. That if we allow ourselves to be disrupted, we can break where we were. We show up, we want to grow, hands, knees. And growth means change, and change is disruption. And we're like, wait, why aren't we doing the same thing? I want to do what I know. But if we do what we know, then that's just a repetition of yesterday. Isn't that crazy? Drop your head. Drop your head more. Press your hands down and away. Open the upper back. Walk your knees to touch. Walk your feet to touch. And sit your hips to your heels. We'll come into what we know now. We'll do a nice warrior triangle flow like we know. We'll bring it back. But as we do, I'd like you to feel how this has changed the way your chest moves, the way you feel in your feet, the way you move your body from your legs, okay? Rise up, fold your blanket, you can set it aside, and find your dog. Put a big bend in your knees looking forward, straightening your legs, look back. Put a big bend in your knees looking forward and straighten to look back. And a bend. Step, jump, come to the top of the mat, lift halfway. And fold. Widen your feet to fit 2 fists. Bring your fingertips out in front of you, arms straight, sit down. Raise your hands, stand tall, arms beside ears. Exhale, sit. Hands fall. And then inhale, rise. Just find this. Sit. Folding navel to spine, fingers down. Sit. Arms beside ears, standing tall. Sit. Fold, rinse, empty, release. Sit, rise, stand tall, open. And again, sit. And rise. Last time, sit all the way down, heels to toes. Let your feet support you and rise tall. Stand at the top and stay. 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 Hook your thumbs. Stay where you are. I'm turning so you can see. I'm out of the frame. So bend to the knees. I'm here so you can see. You're standing. Okay? Just like this. You've hooked your thumbs. Your palms are spread. And you move to the right. And you move to the left. And you move to the right. And you move to the left. Now go softly. Soften the pull on your thumbs. Anchor into your feet. Keep the weight in your feet equal if you can. Instead of moving side to side, keep your feet and your hips even and get a little smaller in this movement. Smaller and quicker and smaller and quicker. And bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Come up out of your hips. Come up out of your feet. Get taller. Get taller. Smaller. Quicker. Stronger. In. Out. In. Out. Come up out of your upper back. Come up out of your shoulders. Come up into your fingers. So small. So quick. 2. And release your hands. Wide. Just standing tall. Palms face forward. Draw your ribs up out of your pelvis, space, but feel the strength of your back body, the length of your legs. Sweep your hands up high, we go. Good, folding forward, exhale to your feet, step back to downward facing. Right heel rises high, inhale, it comes up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Put your blocks inside your right front foot, turn so you can see. And then warrior 2, sweep it open. Go where we know. Hands up high, inhale up. And exhale, bend. Good, inhale up. And exhale, bend. One more, rising. And folding. Palms face the floor, stay steady. Stay steady, weight even in your feet. Stay right there, I'm gonna fix something. Stay right there, breathing easy. Good. And straightening the front leg, take it up high, take it back, inhale, open. And then exhale, bend. Inhale, open. Now take your right elbow to your right thigh, sweep it over. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to thigh, navel to spine. Inhale, up, open. Exhale, navel to spine. Move from your feet. Move from your pelvis. One more, reverse. and rise. Keep your front leg nice and straight. Triangle right hand down to those blocks. Stand it on its edge or stand it on its tail so you have some height. Left hand comes up over. And left hand sweeps back just like our lunge. Look down, sweep up over. Move from your outer back heel and down. Plug your right front toes into the floor. Sweep over to stay now. Right hand revolves the ribs. Left palm sees the floor. Hips are underneath the line of the body, not kicking out behind you, but drawn forward between the heels. Left heel in the floor, left toes lifted. Good. And set it down, step back, down dog. Right heel to the floor, left heel high, pausing, reaching back, staying 3, staying 2. Left foot steps up, building your warrior 2. Put your blocks inside the left foot. Sweep wide, go wide, hands palms face forward. And let it move, hands up high, inhale, opening. Exhale, bending. Broaden the chest and broaden the pelvis, inhale up. Weight in your heels, keep it in your heels. Settle. Weight in your heels, inhale, rise. Exhale, settle. Stay. Stay. Reverse. Stronger in the back leg, stronger in the right leg. That's what our reverse gives us. And then left elbow to left thigh, sweep across and begin to move. Inhaling, reversing, light straighten of the front leg. Exhale, elbow to thigh, navel to spine, move from your feet. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. One more. And we go. Left leg straightens. And take it all with you. Navel to spine, left hand down. Setting your blocks right under your shoulder. Setting your blocks high enough that you have some space in the bottom hip. Turn your right palm to the front of the mat. Sweep over. And then turn your palm to the back hip and look down. Just like that lunge where we were sweeping. Start to feel that sweep connect you to the layers from your hip to your shoulder, from your hips to your heels. And you locate yourself as you clear the way. You say, I feel where I am, right? We're not lost in our mind. Right hand high and pause. Feel the sole of your left foot and the sole of your right foot. Left palm, right palm. And hands down. And step back and find your dog and rinse it out. Bend in the knees, look forward. Press it straight, look back. Bend in the knees, look forward. Press it out, look back. Walk your hands back to your feet so your feet flatten. 2 fists fit between your feet. Arms out straight, fingertips to the floor. Sit yourself down and down. Lift your arms beside your ears and stand up. We'll go 3 like we did before. So exhale, sit down. Keep the seat, drop the hands, drop the head. Keep the seat, lift the hands, lift the heart, stand up. And find your breath. Exhale out of the body.
And then into the body.
And out of the body.
And into the body.
Good. Hands wide and down. Stand, 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 stand. It will move through you. Turning to the side of your mat, either way works for you. So your feet step out, turn your heels in. You're just going to find a little bend. And you can use your hands on your inner thighs to help move your knees back over your heels. So just a little bit up and down to feel the depth of the hips, the space. Because then we turn the palms open. And you're only going as far as your body appreciates, without going all the way to the bottom of what you can do and without going all the way back to standing. We're going to find the space in between. If you need to, it moves a little bit side to side. You're making space. You're rising. You're settling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get smaller. In. Out. 5. Ha! 4. Offer it to Kali. Kali eats time. Kali eats what has been. Knees wide. Ha! Find your base. Come out an inch. Hands wide. Palms face up. Up. Down. 5. Ha! 4. Let it through. If you need to, a ha. If you need to, shake the arms. 2. Wag your tail. Lord Jacobson, I know you're there. Ha! Stand so tall. Out the hands, out the feet. Shake it loose. And standing in the middle of your mat as you choose, right foot down, left knee to your chest, right there, right foot down. You are so strong and ready. Left knee up, interlace your fingers, stand up so tall. Right heel down, right hand high. Flex your foot, draw your left foot up and your right foot down. Left hand high, find it, find it, find it, find it, find it, foot to the floor. Hands wide and down. Stand. Up out of your hips. Don't drop down into the feet. Keep that elevation. That's what we're building. Let it out if it's building up. Left foot flat to the floor. Right knee up. Interlace your fingers. So your hands draw your knee up to begin. Weight into the left heel down. And then into the ball of the left foot to open the back of the left knee. Left hand high. Go, go, go. Good. Left side is long. This is how we began on the back. Keep it. Right hand high. Flex your foot. Draw your feet apart. Draw your feet apart. 3. Draw your ribs back. 2. And then right foot to the floor. Feet even. Stay. The ribs are up out of the hips. Keep that. Hands wide and down. Keep that. Keep how tall you are, how broad you are, how ready you are. Up, out, up, out. Shake it up. Building your tree, the sole of your foot. So tree can be foot to the floor of the ankle. It can be on the calf or left heel to the right inner thigh. Now your right thigh pulls into the foot to meet it. Pull your right hip in towards your left heel. Press your heel towards your right hip and press straight down through the right foot. Left hand, left thigh, right hand, right rib. Draw the center open. So left knee goes left, right rib go right. Heel down, heart up. Right hand. Press your heel towards your hip. Press your hip towards your heel and stand. Seal the center line. And come up out of the hips and down into the heels, both of them. Down into the heels, both of them. Hands wide. And left foot flat and feel. Good. Weight to the left heel. Right knee rises, either simply holding the knee or open wide into your tree. tree to the ankle, the calf, or into the left inner heel. So the right heel is in your left inner thigh. Draw your left hip towards your heel. Draw your heel towards your hip. Right hand, right thigh. Left hand, left ribs. Press your foot. The more you stand in your thigh, the more stability you find. Good. Draw that line open and down into your left heel. Not into the toes, right into the heel. And the heel lifts the heart and the heart lifts the hand. Steady. Right hand high. Stand in both feet. Up out of the belly, up out of the heart, down the back. Let it build. You may wobble. Wobbling makes strength and intelligence. Open the navel, open the hands, stand. And then the right foot to the floor. And the hands widen down. Stay tall, stay tall. Feel what you're making. Out through the hands, out through the feet, a little bit more. Here we go. Left knee rises, right hand to right hip. Working here, or open your left knee. Working here, or bring your left arm inside to hold your outer foot. Working here, or extending into your left heel. Press into both heels. Right hand wide. Press into both heels. Hands wide. Staying 3. Both thighs press back. 2. Lift the heart. And then bending your knee. 2 feet down. It can be as simple as holding your knee wide. It can be as simple as holding your knee wide. Right knee rises. So right hand to the right knee, left hand, left hip, up out of the pelvis. Open it to the side. This is a fantastic place to stay. Or right hand inside the knee, hold the outer foot. This is a fantastic place to stay. Or lifting your heel, begin to press your heels apart, hard up. Left hand wide, palm toward the floor. Left thigh goes back. Press into both heels to draw your shoulder blades down your back. Stay 3. Good, good. Stay 2. Knee bends. Stand tall. Just feel, let it settle. Breathing through the pelvis. Legs are long. Sweep it up, inhale. And just exhale down. In and out. And down. Right hand up and down the back. Stay standing. I'm going to kneel so you can see. Left hand holds the right elbow. Go up. Go over. Turn right. Weight into the left heel. Open the right hip. Right elbow. Stay, stay, stay. Weight into the right heel. Shift your weight over. Shift your hips to the right. And then let it all go. Sweep. 1, 2. Good. Left hand behind your head. Hold the left elbow. Go up to start. 2 feet even. Up, 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 out. Up out of that left hip. Shift over to the right. Put your weight in your left heel. Opening into the left hip. And you're opening from the shoulder to the left hip to the left heel. All the way, 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 all the way out. 1, 2, and 3. Bring it to a seat. And bring it to a seat. Well done. Well done. Well done. So I fold my blanket from the long rectangle in half. It becomes the shorter rectangle. And then in half again, it becomes this long, thick rectangle. Just like this, right? I put this underneath my left hip. And I put my right shin on the floor, on the mat. And when I put my left hip out, I'm seated on the blanket. So the left side hip is on the blanket. The right side shin is on the floor. If this is too much, you can fold the blanket in half lengthwise, and this will give you double the height, and this will help with any tension in the knee or the hip. Heart is high. So find the height which allows you to sit square. Put your left foot flat. Put your hands behind you. Wrap your upper arms towards your heart. And simply draw your right knee down and your heart up. You may be able to flatten your hands. You may be able to lift the heart again. Turn your thumbs to point forward, your fingers point away, lift your heart again. And as your body can find this position, trust your left foot on the floor, trust your right knee on the floor. Lift your hips. So you're pressing down into the right knee. A little forward and a little back. A little forward and a little back. Right knee forward and down, hands down. And then sitting down, hip to the blanket, left leg long. High girl. Fingertips wide. We're going to start to fold. Be quiet and steady. So the hips go back. Your fold is not about how far you can go forward, but how far back the seat can reach. As you reach your seat back, you reach your front heel forward. And as you reach your front heel forward, the crown of the head becomes long. Lead with your heart as though with that fish pose, that lifted chest. And maybe you find palms to the floor. Staying for 3, for 2, and for 1. And as you come up, you walk your left foot in and you put your foot flat. And you cross your right over your left. Now I'm seated right in the middle of that long blanket. I have my hands back. I flex my right foot and I wash side to side. And with that side to side, start to see if you can reach almost to the floor both times. And sitting right in the middle, send your right knee forward. Walk your hands closer. Sit your heart up higher. Send your right knee forward and your heart up higher. Flex your right foot. Maybe you draw your left heel a little closer and draw your left hip towards your left heel and you walk yourself a little closer. Find where you can go. Last step, left hand straight out. Wrap your elbow around your foot and hold your right shin and sit so tall, stay. So your right hip is softly moving forward. Your right knee is moving forward. Your heart is high. Your left foot is flat. For 3. Micro movements, let it through for 2. And then left hand down, walk it out. Shake out your feet. Shake out your knees. Turn your blanket sideways underneath you. So that you can bend your right knee. The one that had the shin on the floor, draw your heel in. So it's as though you were in tree, sole of your foot to your inner thigh. That left foot in front tends to kick out a little bit. Bring it a little bit closer so the heel's in line with the hip and then fold. Fingertips start you. Tail back. Left heel long, elbows broad. You've made a little more space. This right thigh is rolling back. Perhaps the right hand walks further forward than the left and then spins your navel towards the left thigh. Putting your chin in will make line from the crown of your head through your heart, through your hips. It's not about rounding down. It's about finding the right side body lengthening and the right hip reaching back. And it's about finding a strong straight line of the spine and through the left hamstring. And just fold, just find what you can do. Just fold. Find what you can do. Micro movements, dropping the right hip toward the floor, opening the right ribs, drop the right shoulder. So that when you come up through the middle, you straighten that right leg. Shake out the foot, shake out the knee, and bend the left knee. So your arch of your left foot is in line with your knee to start. It's not close up. You can hold your knee and turn to the left. Shake it out, turn it. So I'm going to spin, you can see this side. You may turn here if you want a very classical posture, fabulous, shake out, keep turning, keep loosening the right knee and foot, sitting tall. Or the option here is the arch of your foot in line with the bulge of your calf. And this gives you a little more space to put your fingertips on the left side. And fingertips on the left side, as you bend your elbows, the back of your arm goes into your left outer thigh, little bit of a fold. And you're falling into a twist. So inhale, you float up an inch, and exhale, you revolve. Fall into the thigh, turning and releasing. Good. Come up right. So put all that together by crossing your left leg over your right, and turn so you can see me. Over, bend your right knee, right shin to the floor, just like we started, and walk your left foot across, knee on knee, as you can. Right? Maybe here, this might be the full posture, leaning your heart, or walking your fingertips. Broaden your collarbone, sit your seat back. Ready? Fingertips, soften your knees, soften your seat, lead with your heart. Last thing, hand step left. It's mighty. In your mind, on the exhale, that sound of ma. If you need to, out loud. Oh, ma. Ma. Bring it back up into the center. It's a huge rinse. Hands up high. Right hand down your back. Left hand holds your right elbow. Go up. Drop your right hip. Open. Stay. 3. Turn right. 2. Left hand down. Right hand over. If you've got it, a little extra reach, a little extra space. And right hand down. And legs out long, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. You can't imagine what you've just provided yourself. And let's build the other side. So the left shin comes to the floor. The right leg is extended. I'm simply turning so you can see the left side shin. And then I put the blanket underneath my right hip. So I'm supported. Hips are square. If you need to, fold the blanket double down under your seat. Big work into the major joints. And this is super fortifying because these are the largest gateways and these are energy makers, and you want this to be able to move through you. So when our joints can't move, when we're moving, it's very, very small. That means that the movement through you is also limited. So fingertips to the floor. Seat goes back. Just a little bit, little bit, little bit. Just setting up that crease. I know we're going to sit it back. And to rise up, the hands go back. The right foot flat. Press your left knee down. Hard up. So this can be a great place to begin. It can also be a little too much on the knee and on the hip. So a great way to get out of that is to come onto the shin. Heart comes up. Left shin is down. Left knee comes down. Left hip comes forward. Chest goes broad. So you have a half camel. Allowing movement through the hip, through the chest, through the breath. And sit it down. So right hip finds the blanket, right leg goes out long, bring it forward, tail stays back, heart goes forward, fingertips. So I'm not rounding, which is super tempting, right? But my seat goes back, my chin comes in. The back of my right leg opens, the sole of my right foot opens, the right side of my spine. All the space I can make. Lengthen the body, lengthen the breath, rinse out the joints. I did not work deep enough into my joints as I began my practice. I worked in the muscle. I lengthened the muscle because it felt good after running or biking to stretch out the muscle, but really the energy is freed in the joints. So put your left foot flat, your right foot flat, put your left ankle over your right knee and wash it side to side. And all of this deep joint work is what builds our seat. When we build our seat, we can use our breath differently and we can clear our mind. Ooh, side to side. Finding the center, lifting tall, right foot flat, drawing your body towards your thigh. Send your left knee away, flexing your left foot, heart up. Draw your right heel closer, bring your right hip towards your right heel, heart up. Maybe your hands walk in, send your left knee away. Work here or wrap your right arm around your left foot, holding the shin, sitting tall. Micro movements all the way through the neck and through the jaw. And letting it out. Good. Opening your blanket so that it's crossways beneath you. Right leg long, left heel comes in just like our tree. Sit tall, bring your right foot 2 inches towards the center line and fold. So you've made incredible changes and fold and opening for this left thigh. From that left thigh going back, you can fold. Maybe fingertips, maybe palms. The left fingertips begin to inch forward, turning your navel to the right. From your right hip to your right heel, you are long. From your left fingertips to your left shoulder to your left hip, you are long. Turning your navel toward the right thigh. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way out as you can. A little bit side to side, let it open. So that when you bring it up, we're going to straighten the left leg and bend the right. Left hand to the right shin to turn to the right. Shake out the left knee, left hip, and sitting the left hip down into the floor, using the opening you've made, you can turn to the right. Or step your arch of your foot in line with the bulge of your calf, gives you extra space. Turn around and bring your hands outside the right thigh, fingertips to the floor, fall into your hands. And now breath out, just fall into your hands. Your left elbow pins your right knee. Open that. Inhaling, you fill the chest. Exhaling, you rinse the abdomen, navel to spine. Good, 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 good. And sitting it upright. Everything you've just made, all those openings. Bring your left shin to the floor. Your right foot comes across. You stack knee on knee as you can, and maybe just seated. Absolutely. I sat like this for about a year, right? As you can, or walk your fingertips forward. And simply soften the response of your hips. Exhaling out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Soften your inner thighs. When you're ready, that last step, a step to the right and fold. Reaching your left hand further than your right. Turn your navel towards your thigh. Feel it in your bones. 2 more in the nose. Again. Upright. Go ahead, legs out long. Shake out your feet. Shake out your knees. Open your blanket and come to lie on your back. Knees bent, feet flat, hands down, and pause. Let your knees move side to side. Let your feet wash out whatever adjustment. Tapping my feet and shaking my tail is a great way that I use shaking to keep the movement of energy. If you're going to open the joints, you want to free out what you've created, the space you've made. So lying back, knees bent, feet flat, shake it loose until it feels like stillness is appropriate. Good, good. Good, good. Draw your right knee into your chest. The way we began. Right foot long and just stay. So the left knee's bent, left foot flat, right leg long. Stay. Adding the breath, take your right hand, put your right 2 first fingers together, fold them down, and just use the tip of your 4th finger and close the left side nostril and breathe in and out easily, easily. For 3. For 2. And then just let it go and just feel the right side body. Right foot flat, left knee to chest. Interlace your fingers, bring it in. Release your hip to the low back. And then the left leg goes long. Right knee is bent. Right foot stays flat. There's asymmetry. Feel the left side open. Left side heavy. Accessible. Healing. Arriving. Keep letting it land. Use the tip of your right thumb. Close the right side nostril. Breathe easily in and out through the left side. No force, no hurry. 3. And 2. Big exhale out the left side nostril. And release your right hand and feel the left side body. Knees bend, feet flat. So one option here is to set up for your Shavasana. You've got about 12, 13 minutes right here. Or I will do 3 movements, 2 in the legs and 1 in the arms. These are Kundalini techniques to flush this energy through us. Everything's open, ready, receptive, strong, warm. And we can use the whole body to move in very simple ways. You first start in the navel, drawing your knees to your chest. So if you choose, Shavasana. If you choose, go on with me, 3 Kundalini movements. Activate, enliven, illuminate, or whatever pose you need to finish. If you'd like to shoulder stand or headstand, you're in a great moment to invert. So with me, hands on shins, legs long, hands out into a V, please. And then back. Inhale, opening to a V, exhale down. So the hands don't go to the floor, they open to about 60 degrees, and you bring them in. Exhaling down. So let it be loose, let it be simple, not a lot of drama. And you can feel that the breath out with the big squeeze of your knees can help to relieve any tension that remains in the low back. We're activating the navel, which is always where we begin for Kundalini. Now, when you extend your legs, you're going to open them so they're in parallel with your arms and then back in. And you're making this double V. The heels open, the hands open, flex your feet. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Get a little stronger with the navel. Out, in, out, in. Close your eyes and you're steady right here. Let it be easier than you think, without fighting, without making drama, without making work. For 8 more. For 2, for 1, feet down, hands down, feel the body. Imagining light flushing through the joints, the abdomen, the shoulders and hands and feet. Just let it wash through you. Lift your hips, put your palms face down into the floor, right? Arms nice and straight, tuck a shoulder, upper arms towards you, sitting on the hands, draw your knees up. Now it'll be 2 inhales and 2 exhales. So inhale 1, heels up, inhale 2, heels apart. Exhale 1, heels together, exhale 2, heels down. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. In up, in open, X together, X down. In, out, out. Bring your low ribs in and bring your low back down to keep yourself safe. Because we're going to add on and alternate. Instead of bringing our heels down next time, we're going to extend the legs and bring the heels out and down. So just out and down. Inhale up, inhale open, together, bend. In, open, out, stay straight, down. In, open, out, bend. Inhale, inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, inhale, exhale, bend. In, out, down. In, out, bend. In, out, down. In, out, bend. In, out, down. In, out, bend. 3 more. In, out, down. In, out, bend. In, out, down. In, out. 1 more. In, out, down. In, out, bend. Feet flat. Hands open. Notice. Legs long. Lightly shake the feet.
Lightly shake the knees. Space. Adjust the body, get longer, wider. That flush of light. You have an infinite source of light inside of you. You made this light. You made this space. You made this pulse. One more place. Let's bring it all the way up and around us. Draw your knees into your chest. If done is done, Shavasana is beautiful, or we'll be right back. Rising up, sitting tall, add a block beneath your seat if you like, a little bit taller, heart high. I'll turn to see you. The hands do what the legs were doing. We're going to inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Ready? In the nose, out the nose. Close your eyes. Draw that light of the navel up into the chest. Draw the light of the chest up into the space surrounding you. Quicken. Be precise. Let the arms become stronger. 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Hands on thighs, eyes closed. Feel, be. Locate your light. Each of us was brought here with a purpose, something that no one else can achieve. Right now is the moment. Be that purpose. Be that small, quirky, beautiful contribution and lead with it. Release all entanglements and feel your light right now. We are required, each of us. Feel our light, feel its pleasure, feel its guidance, and use it well. Seated if you choose, or lying back, take the last 4 minutes and simply bask in your light. There is a sweetness in this light. There is an intimacy. No one else can make this particular light but you. Feel that intimacy. Trust this. Rest in it. Let your feet shake side to side. Your knees up and down, your tail wags. Feel the freedom in your joints, the length in your legs. As you walk today, as you stand today, notice the change. Feel yourself rise up out of the pelvis, up out of the hips, up into the heart. That there is space within you. There is possibility all around us. We finish with the sound of Ma, the long M, the long A, and the aspirant A, the whisper, the finish, the like scraping the very last bits all the way out. So inhale deeply, we'll go 3 times. In the nose. In the nose. Hands overhead. Walk your feet in. Hold your shins. Roll your way up. And rise. Hands up high. Sweep it out. Palms together. Bring it in. Inhale up. And all the way down, 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 down through the middle. Hands to the forehead center. We show up, burn brightly in the moment, hold nothing back. And when the moment is over, when our work is done, we step back, we let go. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. Thank you so much. See if you can feel what you've made. I feel it looser in the jaw. I feel it looser. I know that when I walk around, I know that this sequence exists in my legs and my hips and my back. You see what you've got. If you have requests for where you want to go next week, for what you need, for what you feel is caught, for where it feels tight or weak, then you need to let me know so we can start to sort of guide the ship. But this was absolutely necessary for all of us for this time of year, for this moment in time, for shelter in place, for concern for our health, all of it. May it be so. I will be back tomorrow morning, 8 to 9, Kundalini. Use it up. Give it out. Make some more. If you want to know more about Kundalini tomorrow from 9:30 to 10:30, I'll be on Zoom talking about the history and the introduction to Kundalini. If you've heard about it, you've thought about it, but you're like, I don't know, it sounds weird. Awesome. Bring that. And I will meet you there. If you want to come, you have to go marthamcalpin.com/RSVP so I can send you the link because it is a Zoom call. I need you to get you in the door, got to give you the ticket. So that's how I know. I'll send out that link later this afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Sat Nam. Namaste.